In the heart of Paris, hidden behind elegant stone facades and tree-lined boulevards, stands an apartment that feels like a bridge between centuries. This remarkable home captures the romance of vintage Parisian interiors while introducing a daring vision for the future. Every detail inside the residence feels intentional, blending classical artistry, timeless craftsmanship, and modern innovation into one unforgettable living experience. Today, we step inside a Paris apartment where history and tomorrow exist beautifully together. From the outside, the building immediately reflects the charm of old Paris. Ornate balconies crafted from black wrought iron decorate the façade, while tall arched windows stretch toward decorative cornices above. The creamy limestone walls glow softly beneath the afternoon light, reminding visitors of the architectural elegance that defines the city. Although the exterior preserves its 19th-century soul, subtle modern restorations quietly ensure the structure remains timeless for future generations. The entrance hall welcomes visitors with marble flooring worn gracefully by decades of history. Large vintage mirrors framed in gold reflect warm ambient lighting, creating a cinematic first impression. The air feels calm and luxurious, almost like entering a private art gallery hidden within Paris itself. Modern lighting technology has been carefully integrated into the historic ceiling details, allowing the space to feel contemporary without losing its classical identity. As we move deeper into the apartment, the hallway unfolds like a curated museum corridor. Textured walls painted in soft ivory tones allow classical paintings and sculptural accents to stand out dramatically. Minimalist lighting tracks guide the eye across each artistic piece while maintaining a refined atmosphere. The designers intentionally treated circulation spaces as storytelling areas, transforming simple movement through the apartment into an immersive artistic journey. The living room becomes the emotional centerpiece of the apartment. Traditional Parisian wall moldings remain intact, but they are paired with sleek contemporary furniture featuring sculptural forms and neutral fabrics. A grand antique fireplace anchors the room, while futuristic lighting fixtures float above like modern art installations. The balance between vintage beauty and modern simplicity creates a timeless harmony that feels both nostalgic and visionary at once. One of the apartment's greatest luxuries is its relationship with natural light. Massive floor-to-ceiling windows invite sunlight into every corner, enhancing textures, colors, and materials throughout the day. Sheer linen curtains soften the brightness while preserving openness. In the morning, the apartment feels fresh and airy, while evening light transforms the interiors into a warm cinematic scene that highlights every artistic detail beautifully. Rather than relying on trendy colors, the apartment draws inspiration from classical European art. Shades of cream, muted olive, dusty rose, charcoal black, and warm walnut create an atmosphere that feels deeply sophisticated. These tones resemble the palettes found in Renaissance paintings and historic Parisian salons. By combining timeless colors with modern minimalism, the designers created a home that feels emotionally rich yet refreshingly contemporary. Every furniture piece inside the apartment contributes to an ongoing conversation between past and future. Vintage carved wooden chairs sit beside sleek modular sofas, while antique side tables support futuristic glass sculptures. Instead of competing against each other, the contrasting styles enhance one another beautifully. This careful balance proves that classical furniture can remain relevant when paired thoughtfully with modern forms and innovative materials. Lighting plays an essential role throughout the apartment. Rather than traditional chandeliers alone, the designers introduce sculptural lighting elements that function as contemporary artworks. Suspended fixtures with soft organic curves float above seating areas, creating dramatic visual tension against the historic ceiling moldings. Hidden LED systems also illuminate architectural details subtly, allowing the apartment to shift moods effortlessly from day to night. The dining area feels like a modern reinterpretation of a traditional Parisian salon. A long marble dining table becomes the centerpiece beneath a striking contemporary pendant light. Surrounding the table are vintage-inspired dining chairs upholstered in luxurious velvet fabrics. Large abstract artworks introduce modern energy into the room, while ornate ceiling details remind guests that the apartment's historical soul still remains beautifully preserved. The kitchen embraces a seamless blend of old-world charm and cutting-edge functionality. Walnut cabinetry adds warmth and vintage character, while integrated smart appliances disappear elegantly into the design. Marble countertops reflect natural light softly, creating an atmosphere that feels refined yet practical. Even the smallest details, from brushed brass handles to hidden storage systems, demonstrate how classical aesthetics can coexist perfectly with futuristic convenience. Near the kitchen windows sits a charming breakfast nook overlooking the streets of Paris. Soft morning light fills the intimate corner, creating the perfect setting for coffee and conversation. Vintage cafe chairs paired with a minimalist round table evoke the atmosphere of classic Parisian cafes. The space feels simple, emotional, and deeply human, proving that luxury often comes from thoughtful atmosphere rather than excessive decoration. One of the apartment's most inspiring features is its private reading room. Dark wood shelves filled with art books and classical literature create an intimate intellectual atmosphere. Modern recessed lighting highlights sculptures and rare design objects throughout the room. A contemporary lounge chair placed beside a vintage floor lamp symbolizes the apartment's overall philosophy, honoring history while confidently embracing the future of design. The master bedroom shifts into a softer and more calming aesthetic. Neutral textiles, layered linen fabrics, and curved furniture forms create an atmosphere of quiet luxury and emotional comfort. Traditional wall moldings frame the room elegantly, while minimalist lighting and hidden technology maintain a clean contemporary appearance. The result is a sanctuary that feels timeless, intimate, and beautifully disconnected from the noise of the outside world. The walk-in wardrobe resembles a luxury Parisian fashion boutique. Glass display cabinets, soft indirect lighting, and custom wood storage systems elevate everyday functionality into an elegant visual experience. Vintage mirrors and brass details maintain the apartment's classical character, while the minimalist organization reflects modern living habits. Every area inside the closet feels carefully composed to balance beauty, practicality, and sophistication seamlessly. Inside the bathroom, marble surfaces and sculptural fixtures create a spa-like atmosphere inspired by European luxury hotels. Freestanding bathtubs and oversized mirrors reflect natural light beautifully, making the room feel expansive and serene. Brass accents add vintage warmth, while minimalist geometry keeps the space modern and refined. The combination of textures and materials transforms daily routines into elegant sensory experiences filled with tranquility. Art is not treated as decoration inside this apartment. Instead, it becomes part of the architecture itself. Large-scale contemporary paintings, abstract sculptures, and curated design objects appear naturally within each room. These modern artistic elements create contrast against the classical bones of the apartment, allowing the home to feel alive, progressive, and intellectually engaging without overwhelming the historic elegance surrounding them. Although the apartment celebrates vintage aesthetics, advanced technology quietly powers the entire experience. Automated lighting, climate control systems, and hidden sound technology remain almost invisible throughout the home. The designers intentionally concealed modern innovations behind timeless materials and classical architecture. This approach allows the apartment to feel emotionally warm and human rather than cold or overly futuristic, preserving comfort without sacrificing beauty. Stepping onto the terrace reveals breathtaking views across the rooftops of Paris. Black iron railings frame the skyline while carefully selected greenery softens the urban atmosphere. Vintage outdoor furniture mixed with modern sculptural planters creates another beautiful contrast between eras. As evening arrives and city lights begin to glow, the terrace transforms into a romantic sanctuary suspended above one of the world's most inspiring cities. Beyond aesthetics, the apartment also embraces sustainability thoughtfully. Restored original materials reduce unnecessary waste, while energy-efficient systems improve long-term environmental performance. Instead of demolishing historical craftsmanship, the designers chose preservation and adaptation. This philosophy demonstrates that the future of luxury design may not rely on constant replacement, but rather on respecting history while improving how people live within it. This Paris apartment represents more than beautiful interiors. It reflects a growing movement in global design where authenticity, history, and emotional storytelling become more important than temporary trends. By combining classical art influences with contemporary innovation, the residence creates a timeless identity that feels deeply personal. It proves that future luxury can remain soulful, artistic, and connected to cultural heritage without becoming outdated. As our journey through this extraordinary apartment comes to an end, one thing becomes clear. True design innovation does not erase the past. Instead, it transforms history into something new and meaningful for the future. This remarkable Parisian residence demonstrates how vintage elegance, classical artistry, and modern living can exist in perfect harmony. It is not simply an apartment, but a vision of tomorrow shaped by the timeless beauty of Paris itself.